morning, my dear student. How are you? I think you are well. I am also well. Now we are going to take online class. Okay? My dear student, what I discuss, you will write on your exercise book. Our lesson of today is completing sentence. There are 5 sentences on the question. You have to complete the sentence mentioning the rules of grammatical. Okay? For example, Korean is a student. Korean is a student. We have to complete the sentence to express full idea. Korean is a student who reads in class 8. Number 2. The man who loves his country. The man who loves his country is a patriot. Patriot. In this way, we have to complete all these sentences. Okay? If we want to complete the sentence well, we have to learn about conditionals. Okay? Conditionals. We will discuss about conditional. Conditionals. My student, I will write some structure on the blackboard, on the whiteboard. You will write on your exercise book. Okay? First condition. First condition. First condition means probable condition. Probable condition. I will write now on the blackboard, on the whiteboard, and you will try to guess what answer will be on the place. Number 1. If you run in the sun. Okay? If you run in the sun. Here, run. Here run is present tense. Arthat, base form of verb. So, the next clause will be future indefinite tense. Okay? If you run in the sun, you will become sick. If you run in the sun, you will become sick. Number 2. You can't pass the exam. You can't pass the exam. If you do not study attentively, you cannot pass the exam if you do not study attentively. Number 3, if you practice speaking, my student, please guess what answer will be done. If you practice speaking, you will be a good speaker. If you practice speaking, you will be a good speaker. Okay? Now, we should know the structure about first condition. First condition. Structure. Structure. If plus present plus future. Now we shall learn about second condition. Second condition. In the condition, the structure is given in the condition. Structure is subject plus past form. Past form of verb plus object plus subject plus would oblique might plus base form plus object. My dear student, we know that can, would, shall, should, may, might, etc. are modal. So, after modal, base form is used. Okay? Now, I shall give you some example for you. Number 1, if you played in the rain. If you played in the rain, try to guess what answer will be to complete the sentence. If you played in the rain, you will catch cold. If you play in the rain, you will catch cold. Okay? Number 2. Number 2 example. If you studied hard. If you studied hard. Here, studied is the past form of verb study. So, the next clause will be subject plus would or might plus base form of verb plus object. Here, if you studied hard, you could make a Okay? If you study hard, you could make a good result. Number three, he could not catch the train. A, he could not catch the train if he did not walk fast. Okay? He could not catch the train if he did not walk fast. Now, we shall discuss about third condition. Third condition means impossible condition. Maybe happened or may not be happened. Third condition. I have mentioned before, all the rules of the grammar should be written on your exercise book. Okay? My student, I want to join something. When your school will be opened, when your school opens, you will show your khata or exercise book to your teacher so that they can help you to make you proper understanding. Okay? Third option. Third condition. Structure. Subject plus past perfect. Bracket had plus past participle. Plus object plus subject plus would have oblique might have plus past participle. Plus object. I told you before, you should write on your book all the rules of grammar. Okay? I think you are writing. Now, for better understanding, I will give you 3 examples. Number 1, if you had played in the rain. If you had played in the rain, you might have become sick. Actually, if you play in the rain, you may become sick or you may not become sick. Example 2. If you had drunk milk, if you had drunk milk, you might have grown you had drunk milk, you might have grown fat. Okay? Actually, if you had drunk milk, you may grow fat. You may be fat, or you may be not fat. So, it is impossible condition. Okay? Number 3. You could not have a good job if you could not have a good job if you had not passed that exam. My student, in the discussion of today, we have come to learn that here two clauses are given. Any clause may be used in the first person of the sentence and second person of the sentence. Okay? Now, for your thinking, I shall give you a sentence now. You will try how it can be completed. If I had much money, try to guess what answer will be meant to complete the sentence properly. If I had much money, I had a lot of money. Here, had is not past perfect tense. It is past indefinite tense. Because after had, no verb is used. When after had past participle verb is used, then it will be past perfect tense. Here, had is main verb, and it is the past form of have. So, it will be second condition. Okay? If I had much money, if I had a lot of money, I would buy a car. Okay? If I had much money, I would buy a car. Here, not would have. First example. The second example is, if I were you. If I were you. It is also impossible condition. Because a man cannot be others. It is impossible. So, answer will be, if I were you, I would not do such unwise work. Okay? My dear student, I told you before, it is an online class. So, we cannot share our view. I think you have a lot of questions for me, but it is sorry to say that we cannot discuss freely and frankly. So, if any problem is created, that will be discussed in the next class. My dear student, thank you for today. See you again, inshallah.